I'm just kind of ready for the next chapter and a new challenge in my life, but I think the reason I decided to announce it when I did was just to have that closure.
What you just heard was Caitlin Clark teasing a major announcement, and in the days since, social media has been flooded with wild speculation, viral videos claiming there was a secret meeting on July 8th where Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull supposedly formed a powerful new alliance to upend the WNBA. The internet ran with it, calling it a revolutionary coalition, a game-changing move, a behind-the-scenes takeover. But here's the thing, that's not the real story, and if you've been following our work, you already know we don't chase headlines, we dig deeper. Today, we're cutting through the noise, breaking down what really happened behind closed doors, and trust us, the truth is even more explosive than the rumors. The so-called July 8th meeting, it never happened. It was a fabrication, clickbait dressed up in just enough truth to fool the masses. But the real story, it's far more compelling, and it's unfolding right now, quietly, behind closed doors. Because this isn't about a fake announcement. This is about a very real friendship one fans lovingly call Trace Leches, being used as the perfect smokescreen for a calculated power move. At the center of it all, veteran guard Sophie Cunningham not just playing the game, but mastering the politics behind it. She's been quietly building an alliance, not for drama, but to expose and exploit the WNBA's biggest unspoken vulnerability, all in the lead up to the most critical negotiation in league history, the 2026 collective bargaining agreement. While others chase headlines, we're here to connect the dots, the ones they keep missing. And if you value this kind of deep dive, high-stakes analysis, go ahead and hit that like button right now. It tells us you're with us on this mission to uncover the truth. Now, let's unpack how a seemingly wholesome friendship became the WNBA's most dangerous political weapon. Let's be clear, not every power move starts with a press conference. Some begin with a smile, a nickname, and a friendship no one dares to question. So how does a friendship become a political weapon? It starts with the perfect disguise, a wholesome, heartwarming story that everyone celebrates and no one suspects. And if you've been paying attention on social media, you've already seen the clues. You just didn't know how deep they went, because the connection between Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull, it's more than just chemistry on the court. It has a name, Trace Leches, a nickname turned brand, embraced by fans and even capitalized on by outlets like Barstool Sports. The merch is flying off shelves, the clips are going viral, the public eats it up. 3 players, 3 roles, 1 perfect storyline, the superstar rookie, the veteran leader, the rising talent, best friends united on and off the court. It's the kind of marketing gold any league dreams of. But for those of us who analyze narratives, image, and influence, there's always one question that cuts through the hype: what power is being built, while everyone else is busy cheering? What if the real story isn't the one being told? What if this universally adored friendship, this picture-perfect PR narrative, is actually the single greatest weapon in a covert political strategy? Think about it. Every dinner, every team hangout, every private conversation between Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Hull can be publicly brushed off as just friends being friends. No one questions it. Why would they? It's the ultimate shield, a glowing halo of fan support and media praise that deflects all suspicion. While the world is distracted by Trace Leches t-shirts and viral TikToks, something far more calculated is happening right in front of us. Because the most dangerous moves aren't made in the shadows, they're made in plain sight where no one thinks to look. Every movement needs a mastermind, and behind this rising alliance, there's one woman quietly pulling the strings. Not a rookie, not a social media star, a battle-tested veteran with insider knowledge of how the WNBA really works, Sophie Cunningham. To understand what she's doing now, you have to understand where she came from. Sophie spent years inside the system, grinding it out with the Phoenix Mercury before being strategically traded to the Indiana Fever in the 2025 offseason. That move wasn't just about basketball, it was about positioning. She's seen the cracks in the league, she knows the politics, the power players, and the pressure points most fans never hear about. And since arriving in Indiana, she hasn't been quiet. She's made her intentions clear. She's not just here to win games, she's here to change the game itself. After a string of hard fouls against Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham made her stance unmistakably clear. In press conferences, she didn't hold back, calling out the officiating and making a direct promise: she will protect her teammates, especially Clark. On the surface, it sounds like a veteran looking out for her squad, but for those who study narrative power plays, that word, protect, means something more. This isn't just about stopping a cheap foul. It's about guarding the alliance's most valuable asset. It's about shielding the one thing players have never had before: a cultural and commercial juggernaut in their corner.
Comments and threats, those aren't fans, those are trolls, and it's a real disservice to the people in our league, the organization. At the end of the day, I'm here to play basketball, and that's my job. That's what I'm going to do. I was excited. Honestly, the review took too long for me. I wanted to get playing basketball again. And
Caitlin Clark isn't just a teammate, she's a billion-dollar weapon, and Cunningham's role is to keep her focused, untouched, and unbroken amid the media chaos and on-court targeting. As Cunningham herself put it, "I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do." Strip away the surface-level meaning, and it's clear, this isn't just loyalty, it's strategy. Sophie isn't just a teammate, she's the enforcer, the shield, the one ensuring Clark stays primed for the real war to come. Every revolution starts with a crack in the system, a fault line so obvious in hindsight, yet ignored by those too comfortable to question the status quo. Sophie Cunningham isn't one of those people. She's a strategist, and she's found the crack. The WNBA's most dangerous weakness. It's hidden in a number so outrageous, it almost feels fictional. $78,666. That's not Caitlin Clark's signing bonus. It's not her endorsement cut. That is her entire official WNBA salary for the 2025 season. A woman who single-handedly changed the trajectory of the league is making less than what many arena ushers take home annually. Now hold that number in your mind, and compare it to this, multiple independent analyses. From sports economists to media valuation experts, estimate that Caitlin Clark's total impact on the WNBA could approach $1 billion in added value. Ticket sales, television deals, social media traffic, merchandise, franchise valuations, all of it, skyrocketing since her arrival. And it's not just projections, it's happening now. Since Clark entered the league, merchandise sales are up a staggering 601%. National viewership has doubled. Team valuations are climbing. The Indiana Fever alone, once an afterthought, are now one of the league's hottest properties. This isn't hype, it's transformation. And yet, the woman driving all of it is making less than 0.0001% of what she's worth to the business. That's not just a broken system, that's a strategic flaw, a pressure point, a wound the league can't hide much longer. And Sophie Cunningham, she sees all of it. She knows this isn't just about fairness, it's about leverage. She understands how revolutions work. You don't fight with emotion, you fight with facts. And this right here, this massive, undeniable gap between value and compensation, it's a weapon waiting to be used. Because when the 2026 collective bargaining agreement negotiations begin, the league won't just be facing frustrated players, they'll be facing data. Cold, brutal, undeniable truth. A billion-dollar imbalance sitting in plain sight. And Cunningham, with her insider knowledge and calculated poise, is preparing to use it. This isn't just about getting Caitlin Clark paid. This is about dismantling the system that allowed someone like her to be this valuable, this essential, and still be treated like a rookie with no clout. And for the first time in league history, the players might have something the league can't ignore, a superstar with global reach, and a strategist who knows exactly how to turn that into power. When Caitlin Clark went down with an injury, the numbers told a brutal truth. National WNBA TV viewership dropped by a staggering 55%. The Indiana Fever's own ratings, down 53%. The message couldn't be clearer: when Clark doesn't play, the audience disappears. Meanwhile, her presence has done the unthinkable. Her rookie season triggered record-breaking attendance across the league. Merchandise sales, up 601% year-over-year. Franchise values are soaring. Every sellout, every TV deal, every surge in popularity, it all traces back to one player. Caitlin Clark isn't just part of the WNBA's success story, she is the story. And yet, she's earning less than 1/100% of her estimated value. That's not just an oversight, that's the league's greatest vulnerability. And Sophie Cunningham sees it for exactly what it is, a pressure point ready to be used.